Okay, so this is actually going to be two episodes in one, because as maybe you know, December is kind of a busy time for us. Was it like 2 or 3 videos a day now? So
we got the Gravity Falls vlogs, there's Disney December, the normal NC stuff, and this. So one thing kind of had to go by the wayside, and we've kind of decided since it's released once a week, it's this.
Yeah. So these 2 episodes, man, a lot happens if I keep checking my phone. Like I said, just busy time.
He's got a train to catch.
Yeah, but actually there's a clock right there, so I can just put this away. So 2 episodes, lots happens. Toph comes back, which I did not see coming. I really thought.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah, and she gets into the action, and she's awesome in it. Zelda has pretty much made this, what you call it, mecha made?
Yeah.
From Spaceballs.
Metamorphosis complete. Kuvira's spirit weapon is now boom, 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 mecha made.
So this awesome, gigantic monstrosity, powered by her, that is just like the icing on the cake. I'm now convinced this is my favorite Korra villain, because like, just seeing her in
she
that
went
robot.
all Pacific Rim. She's like one of those Jaeger pilots.
Yeah.
But she's also like got this Zen master. She's a Jägermeister.
There you go. A Jägermaster.
A Jägermaster.
Yeah. So she's now gonna take Republic City with the super awesome weapon that's on, the mecha made.
Much to the dismay of General Iroh, who has a line.
Yes, but just still nice to even hear the name,
nice.
honestly.
It's nice to see Iroh again, but I was sitting there, I'm like, give him more lines. It's the Bosk, man. You respect the Bosk.
So Toph and Beifong, they go in and they're gonna save their family, and they do exactly that, all while Lin comes to grips with her mother. And it's funny, even though it's only like just a few sentences, I felt so much more awkwardness and uncomfortableness in that talk when they were eating than I have like even between the 2 sisters. I was like, wow, like that was kind of a heavy scene. It resolves pretty fast.
This was another thing where I feel like losing that one episode to a clip show was not helpful, because I'm like, you could have drawn that out a little more. Like,
well, we had so much with the sister before.
Yeah, I just feel like I missed something somewhere. Like, I get it wasn't easy and the issues with their father and stuff, but I don't know. I feel like it was talked about a bit, and then all of a sudden we got this big like dump of emotion and feelings, and I'm like, I just feel like it didn't lead into it somehow. Like it kind of like we need to resolve this now. Just do it. Like
I agree, but I felt like it still worked because the writing was just so tight and so precise, but still had the emotional.
I think it works
it
well
worked for me,
enough.
actually.
I
would have liked more. I definitely would have liked more, but it's like I thought it still worked. I thought it was still effective.
I think it works well enough.
So they go and get them back. And the giant mecha maid is there and is about to blow up Republic City. They agree to surrender.
I love the sound that thing makes through that.
Yeah, sort of that dubstep.
I feel like I'm watching a Michael Bay trailer.
Yeah, or Inception.
Christopher Nolan.
It's a cool sound. That's why it's used in all these trailers. And so they agree to surrender, but Korra has her own plan. She goes and kidnaps Zelda's future husband, or so we thought.
Link, no!
Yeah. So grabs him, finds out that like he's totally separated from his family now, wants nothing to do with it. So Korra tries to stab at his new family, his fiance, and say, you will never see her again, we will take you and you will...
Brilliant! Because I was looking at that because I'm like, he's right. That one I saw coming, like, well, she's not really going to hurt him, so how's this going to work? But I did think, I'm like, the one thought I had initially was that just they were going to say, hey, we have him, so if you ever want to see him again, like, I'm never giving him back. And of course, Kuvira called that bluff by just saying, I could probably do okay without him.
Yeah, well,
I was like, wow!
No, you know what I like about that? You definitely had this idea that, like, she's like, oh, what a sacrifice. But you know what? Great leaders have to make sacrifices.
It was very like, this upsets me. But you know what? I gotta do what I gotta do. So
omelets, eggs, boom, break them.
yeah. I kind of didn't see that one coming. I'm like, I mean,
I did for that because now you know he's gonna join their side.
Yeah, well, I saw it like when she starts readying the way, like I saw it there, and I guess I did see something coming because that moment where she's like, and then we'll get married and everything will be great. When she hugs him, that smile on her face was very weird. Just like.
No, I think she was like happy with him and stuff, but it's like, but again, it's
always
the cause.
something going on in her head, like it.
You know, now it's the empire, it's the we will rule all of it and stuff, and you know, it's like no, I've come way too far to be stopped by this. It's a shame that this is going to be.
Korra's plan was brilliant. Like when she's like, "Fine, but if I'm running, I'm taking you with me. You're never gonna see." I'm like, brilliant.
Yeah.
Like all the characters in this round, with the exception of. Well, Mako wasn't impressing me, and neither was the prince.
Even the prince had some good moments, though.
He had a moment, but it was still weird. Like I know they want to make him goofy and stuff, like he's kind of the new Bolin, but like I couldn't even go to the bathroom. I'm like inspiring speech, like okay.
No, I saw it kind of working because like everyone kind of knows he's pathetic, but like he's also confident in this talk, and it's like
I thought it was one of the comedic moments that just. It didn't work for me. I'm like,
see, I thought it did. I really dug that. I actually thought that was both funny and a good moment for him.
And then Mako still getting the shaft is one moment to do something, and it's just like you're creating more problems. People are asking too many questions.
The one moment for me, like the comedic moment, that I'm just like really was like, you know, we have to keep the little boy behind. Why? Because your farts are simply too loud. It's like point taken. I'm like. Okay, no, and I just wanted to be
in the recording booth when she read that line, because I'll bet you $1,000 she couldn't read that with a straight face the first time.
Well, and no, because like the other fart stuff I'm okay with, because it's like it's a little kid. Kids, like if you could do that as a little kid, you would. Hell, a lot of adults would even do it. But
that was a bomb too.
Yeah, that was definitely like
bomb.
But yeah, no, that I thought really. Yeah,
the one line I did love is when they find out that Mecha Maid's coming a week early, and they're flying on the bubble. He's like, "Oh my God, they've got this giant mecha! It's like Bolin. Like, did you know about this? Oh yeah, sure, of course I knew about this. No, of course not.
That's why I brought it up to you.
Yeah, that's why
I chose not to bring it up.
That's why I chose not to bring it up. Of course I didn't know.
So yeah, it ends with this big explosion happening, and
the build-up. Reminds me of I will say this, when everybody was all in like all the little ducks in a row and all the armies and stuff. No, not even two towers. I'm just like, I swear I'm gonna see AT-AT walkers like just coming around the corner of that mountain. Like it had this, and well, because they're supposed to be evacuating, it had this very Empire Strikes Back thing. Like this is not going to end well.
This season really does just get better and better, and I am so happy that it's kind of. I mean, we haven't gotten to the end yet. The end could screw it up. We don't know, but I'm so happy that it's just like for a final season. This is such a good final season, and it just gets bigger and bigger. It's more and more build up, and it's kind of delivering too because the action is so good, and you see this giant killer robot and everything. So
it's just happy to be watching Korra, and there's just not much for me to really pick apart like this season. It's like really solid.
And it's very tight. Like I love when they were getting the family out, then you cut to Korra who's meditating, going to the spirit world, and I'm like, yeah, none of these feel like time wasters. Yeah. Everything seems
and it's a shame that it took so long for them to get their groove. I'm not blaming them entirely. We all know about the issues with Nick, but it sucks that we had to get 3 seasons to where they're finally just like, we've nailed it, we got this. Whereas, you know, Avatar, the original, you could argue season 1's a little, but it hits that point pretty quickly in season 2. This was all over the map, but now, I mean, it was worth it for this season.
Yeah,
so far.
It's such a good season.
My fingers are crossed that because we still got, how many episodes are left?
I don't know. I have no idea.
But we're obviously in the final, chapter here.
Final stretch, yeah. So I'm excited to see where it's gonna go. We'll try our best to keep getting these out weekly. Like I said, it's just December is nuts.
Sorry.
But
this one we can blame Nick for. They could have ran this like after the New Year's.
There you go. Yeah.
Now that's running now.
I guess. So cool. And we will see you next episode. Take care.